This is Shango Ray, and 2022 is probably less than 72 hours away when you see this. We have extended the ability for you to get your very own 2022 New Year's forecast reading for just another 24 hours. We can do no more. Okay, so if you want to know what your 2022 holds and you want to get it by January 1st, you need to get yours, claim yours now, and send me your also 3 additional questions that you may have about your 2022. What do you need to avoid? What are the upcoming pitfalls? And where are your greatest points of leverage, strength? And what opportunities should you be going to or towards? Let us find out together. Book your 2022 New Year's forecast reading within the next 24 hours and submit me your questions so I can do this for you. It is my honor, and I thank you. Peace.
What's going on? How you doing, fam? You good? I hope your holiday season or your recent holidays was good. Shout out Charlotte Citizen. Peace, peace, peace. Just gonna let some people get in here, give it a minute. What we're gonna be doing here, or what I'm gonna be doing at first, I'm gonna run through all of the zodiacs, okay? And we're gonna just see this is kind of like a mini Shangodiac / mini. It's not gonna be all encompassing for like the whole, I'm sure the themes of the year are gonna come up, but I have a feeling this is especially aimed at like the first 90 days of 2022 for all signs, Aries through Pisces. All right, Linda C, shout out to you. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And then afterwards, and like I said, these are going to be very, very brief. Okay, we're going to run through these very brief only because there is a lot of them. I'm doing nothing but readings, so that's why I haven't really been doing too much live. I want to save my juju, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to save my spiritual chest, So that's what I've been doing, but I wanted to come on here. And I definitely wanted to, do some Shangodiacs that are more 2022. For all the signs. Let's just see what might come up for each of the signs, So that's what I've been doing, and that's what we're going to be doing here. And then afterwards, if you have your very own personal, 2022 questions, you can follow this ticker going by right here. And when I'm done with the Shangodiacs, I'll go first in line, So you can ask your own, If you're not getting the 2022 New Year's forecast reading, then, you can still ask a question about your 2022. I'd be happy to do that for you. Once again, just follow that ticker, okay? And the PayPal.me /Sean Ray or Ray Shango, that will work, okay? That will work. So that's what we're going to be doing. And yeah, we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. Where are we at? About 4 minutes. Okay. So, once again, like I said, I hope everyone had a great holiday season. Well, we're still in the holiday season, but, if you do, I don't know, participate or observe Christmas or whatever it is that you do, I hope it was well. All right. We'll just say it like that. Okay. So, 3 heads in the building. We're probably just going to get started here in just a minute. But before I do, I just want to say, hold on. Before I do, I just want to say that you never know how long you're going to be around. So sometimes we can go through situations where our ego, our pride get in the way. Okay. I want to tell you that if you have a situation with somebody, family, whoever, you know, this shit's here and gone before you know it. Okay. The analogy that I used is, imagine there's a box and there's a spool of string in the box and you're pulling out the string, but you can't see how much string you have left. Every day you're pulling that string, you know, and so is everybody else. Sooner or later, that string gonna come off. That's it. All right. All I'm saying is sometimes it pays to have a perspective on things, a bigger perspective than just our tight ego, prideful perspectives. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Cheers. What's popping? So I think without further ado, we're going to get into these 2022. These are like mini Shangodiacs. They're not full blown. I don't necessarily at this point in time have the energy or the time to be filming a lengthy Shangodiac for each sign, but I will do that. But I want to get everybody's readings out of the way and get them to their 2022 New Year's forecast readings and get them to them by the 1st. So that's what's going to happen come hell or high water or heaven, which one's first. And that's what we're going to do, you know? So my way of just kind of also touching on some of the themes. Now, 2022 to me, the odds-averse was popping. 2022 to me, I can tell you this right now, what I feel. The key word that's going to be here is balance. Okay, for some of you, it's going to be I hope I'm using the right word, solidarity, or some type of solid, another year of like foundational building. Because anytime you're building something, you got to start from the bottom up, right? No matter what. So, but I feel like balance is definitely going to be, I mean, obviously the 2022 does come up to a 6. We're in a 6th year. Okay. Balance of things, balance of time. Some of us have been imbalanced. Some of us, there's so many ways we can be imbalanced. You know, some of us get too caught up in this shit here, and we're not balanced enough in our other aspects that we can't see necessarily. So there's going to be a lot of different situations. A lot of people are going to be called to move into their own personal balance. To me, balance has this connotation of movement, you know, because if you're stagnated, then you're not balanced either. Yet at the same time, dualistically, balance can also be that middle point where it's like where you're not too far left, you're not too far right. In a way, it's almost like you're zero, like you're neutral. You know what I'm saying? That can also be looked at as a form of balance. Now, you might be the type of person to go balls to the wall, all the way to the left. You know, that's fine. Let's balance it out with some balls to the wall, all the way to the right as well. You know, and like I always say, and I've said to clients for years, you know, believe it or not, this is going to sound like an oxymoron in a way, but being off balance is part of being on balance as well. You know, just like when you go to the chiropractor, if you do go to a chiropractor, you get aligned, right? And people bitch and complain because it ain't permanent. Well, things get out of balance. You drive your car around enough, you're going to need a fucking tune-up. You're going to need to do something with that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Just by it doing what it's doing day after day after day, it's going to get out of balance. So healthy habits was popping. Belinda, I am. Shout out to you. So yeah, you get me? It's going to be a year of balance, and there's going to be plenty of opportunities that are going to be showing up. And yes, I'm not going to get on no doom and gloom shit. I do feel this year, I know this year is going to be unprecedented in so many ways. And yes, to some, it's going to be in a negative way, or it may be viewed as a negative way. You know, we're going to see some things on a worldwide basis that are unfucking precedented. I can just tell you that right now. I don't think it really takes a psychic or even anybody to fucking tell you that. Like, this one is going to be some shit. However, like I said, balance is going to be a very key theme here for all signs. All right. Shaking back under the weather, just resting. Healthy habits, that's good, bro. You gotta rest, man. You gotta rest. You know more than you know. Resting is where shit gets built, right? Gomar Oz Dubar, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's another thing too. If you're not resting, you're gonna want to prioritize your rest, your recuperation, all the R's. You know, they're just as vital as the active or positive or projective things that you may be doing. Also, you gotta have the daytime, you gotta have the nighttime, you gotta have the activity, you gotta have the rest. It's just no way around that, unless you're looking to crash and burn or whatever have you. And now you definitely want to make sure that your body is fortified, strong, whether that's through your diet, rest, sleeping. Okay, that's where your body does its best. When it fights off a lot of different things and whatnot, it's got to have the rest. So, enough of my standing on apple carts. We're just gonna say this. All right. So we're gonna start this off, and we're gonna start it off at the very beginning. For all you hot ass Aries, okay? So we're going to see what some of the things are. And like I said, I'm thinking, to me, this feels more like, let's say, the first 90 days of 2022. So we're going to be moving through rather fast through the signs. We're not going to be spending 15 minutes or an hour on each sign. I'm sorry. I don't have that kind of time right now. I wish I did right now, but I just don't. So what I would like to do also, and if you don't mind, you can join in also, just send an intention that, hey, you know what? We invite our ancestors, our guides here, okay? Even if you're watching, it doesn't matter, because it still works, all right? Want to invite our ancestors, our guides, as well as I would like to personally invite La Santísima Muerte here. Make sure that we get the information that we need to. I ask personally, from my own point of view, that you give me even the words to transcribe whatever these things are, or to translate for you. All right, so let's get it. We're going to start with Aries. Now, before we get started on this, though, real quick, as if you didn't see the commercial, the 2022 New Year's forecast readings, we've extended it for just 24 hours more. We cannot do no more. I can't. If I'm gonna hit the deadline and make sure everybody has theirs, you know, when January 1st rolls around, January 1st, then that's it. But we can extend it just a little bit longer. So if you want a comprehensive reading that looks at your whole year, your whole 2022, link in the description. Don't bullshit. Don't bullshit yourself. All right, that's good. So this is for Aries. I want to show us what themes are showing up for Aries. Healthy habits. How was your holiday? I hope you were well, bro. I really do. Hope you and yours are well. I really do. Felinda, you as well. Everybody. All right, let's get it. Aries. Themes for Aries. One more time. Themes for Aries. Themes for Aries. Okay, so we have the themes. Now I'd like to go a little bit. Let's see if I get this damn card out. We're going to do something else too. I'm going to look at some who's now, like I'm an owl. Who? Who? Who may this be connected to some of these themes that I'm seeing here? Don't worry, I'm about to tell you the themes right now too. We're going to see. All right, so who might it be connected to? All right. Well, just a moment, folks. Just a moment. I'm cooking it up live now. Okay, I'm cooking it up live. All right. Let's get into this. Aries. So for Aries, these are some of the themes that is going to be, especially what I'm seeing for a lot of you Aries, first 90 days, 2022. Are you ready? My uncle had passed, so we had to go home to Louisiana to bury that one before Christmas, man. Man, my condolences, man. My condolences. Card number one. Ace of Spades. Jack of Hearts. And Two of Hearts. Aries, this looking like some lovey-dovey shit coming up for you. I feel like there's going to be a lot of, okay, but number one, we're going to start, there's new opportunities coming your way in the form of either career, job, some type of, I feel like for a lot of you Aries, you're going to be even offered new positions, okay? Whether you take them or not is up to you. Now, a lot of you Aries are entering into a whole new phase of what I like to term as a spiritual initiation. I've always said before in the past that to me, a spiritual initiation, if you want to just simplify it, is a process of stripping away what isn't you, what isn't serving you anymore. Okay. For some of you, Aries, that would also be having to do with a Virgo or some woman, earth sign. Like I said too, I for some reason I feel that some of you Aries, I don't know if you done got your club shot up or what, but I see like some babies coming too. To be honest, to be perfectly honest, I see some babies coming. All right, now dealing with this, the Jack of Hearts could also be dealing with either a Leo or a woman fire sign. Now, when I'm saying who it may have to do with, yeah, whatever. So like I said, a Leo especially. I see some Leo action going on for some of you Aries. All right. And here we go here. But you know what? Some of this, like I said, is you're going to have to find your balance in things. Because when things don't go our way or the way we want it to, or we think it should, we oftentimes kind of lose it and get off balance. Okay, I see some split action going on too. Once again, dealing with earth signs. I don't know if any of you Aries are with earth signs. Okay. Some of you Aries are in relationships where you're kind of like carrying the load. All right. You're going to have to ask yourself, is this the kind of balance that you want? All right. So let's move it on up. to Aries. What is it? Taurus? Yeah, we're going to move on to Taurus here. All right. Once again, like I said, balance. Please look, some of you Aries also have some yeah, this this to me looks more also like, I don't want to say fuck boy because I don't know what your orientation is, but some of you Aries, it seems like, what the hell is this? Oh, this is a cut card. Never mind. Some of you Aries, seems like you're attracting some fickle partners or fickle love interests. Okay, so you're going to want to have your discernment on, your discernment spectacles on, okay, especially when you're dealing with romantic partners. All right, so for Taurus, 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 Taurus. Who's this? Oh, it's backwards. Let's shuffle that one more time, shall we? Taurus. All the bullshitters. All right, Taurus. Taurus, what you got here for themes? I'm not putting, this is where I fuck up. I put them in this box because it came in this box. And it's hard as hell to get these motherfuckers out this box. All right. Hope you got the goods for the mighty Ram. Well, it depends on how you're looking at it, Felinda. I could look at that information that I just gave and say, you know what, to me, that is good. You know, it's going to help me. Anything to me helping to sharpen me, help me avoid any mistakes that I would usually make is a good thing, in my opinion. Even if the information could be categorized as, you know, maybe not so positive, you know, but we're alchemists here. We change one thing into another, you know. So give me some whoos. Let's do the owl dance. Whoo, whoo, whoo. All right, we got some. Let's do it. For Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Show me who for Taurus. Show me the who's for Taurus. Show me the who. Show me the who's for Taurus. Show me the who's for Taurus. Show me the who's for Taurus. God damn. Looking like a gateway year for you. Definitely looking like a gateway year for you if you look at who's involved. All right. So let's go over themes. Taurus, here you go. Bomb. 7 of clubs reversed. I see a lot of you Tauruses right now, the balance theme, once again, getting lost in the sauce, chasing after materials. That's what I mean by getting too, like, if all your attention is on this fucking matrix shit, this illusion shit or whatever, let's just say 3-dimension, okay? Because, you know, some of you Tauruses have a real struggle with that because you like your fucking gadgets. You like your money. Of course, we all love our money. But it can be all-encompassing for some of you Tauruses, all right? This is also showing how, because some of you Tauruses will keep going and chasing after that bag or whatever it is. Maybe it's a status or something at your own detriment, at your own internal detriment. And who does this have to do with? Well, could have to do, it's going to do with some childish air signs or some very creative air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. These are the ones who are really going to challenge you. Okay? You may also have one of these, a lot of air sign in your chart too, depending. You know what I mean? Oh, another lost in the sauce card. 3 of hearts. Like I said, some of you Tauruses might be oblivious to certain shit. You might have already allowed yourself to be with the wrong partner. All right. I see some definite troubles or somebody starting trouble in your current relationship. This could either be who you're with or an outsider, foreign. Foreigner. Imde foreign. He foreign. Yeah. Quinita Watson. So yeah, I see interpersonal troubles. A lot of your gateway is going to be through the people around you. So you're going to want to start looking at the people around you, okay? What's this? You also got some King of Clubs at, once again, more air. All right. If you play this right, you can come out of this shit. You can go through this. You can traverse this, navigate this, and be a salve like this fucking lion right here. You will also be getting assisted, though, by some of these air signs, or an older air sign, or an older, I sense an older, possibly a man could play a part in that. But the theme, if we're not looking at this as a person, this is also in utilizing your communication, projecting what you want. But let's go before that. It's right here. Making sure you got your focal point, your intention, and you are projecting that. Your communication is going through that. Your vibe, it's going through that. Okay. Who does this now? Who might be, for some of you, if she's still here, mom, or something about your mom, For some of you Tauruses, it's going to be also, you guys are your own puzzles. And mommy always plays a major role because you came out of her. All right. So for some of you, I do see the resolution of certain, or mommy issues or things of that nature. But another thing, if you're looking at who might help, okay, we do have what may be referred to here as a Scorpio. I know, right? But it could be any type of air sign, to be honest. This could be a friend to some of you, could be some of your lovers, But water sign is actually going to be helping that part out, encouraging you. All right. So, like I said, your greatest challenges right now that I see is going to also come through, especially within the first 90 days of this motherfucker. It's going to come through people. All right. So just because something doesn't affect you, if it affects somebody right next to you, guess what? It's going to affect you. So take that with you. All right. Now we're moving right the hell on to Cancer. Wait, Aquarius. I got to do this every time, right? Taurus, Gemini. We're going to the gems. All right, so let's go. Gemini. Gemini. That's, yeah, for real. Medusa. Gemini. One more time. Gemini. Give me the things for some of these Gemini. For the Geminis that need to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, this is for you, Len. Shit. Let it be for you. Gemini. Slap her on the ass one time because she loves that. Okay. Shake up that root chakra. All right. There's the themes. Now let's see some who's. Gemini, we might be playing a major role for you in the first 90 days of 2022. Hey, that rhymes, One more time. I just felt to do this shit one more time. All right. Who do I need to tell these Geminis about? Can you make it easy for me? No? They're hiding. Okay. One more. Hold your horses, Gemini. It's coming right up. All right. So themes, man, the themes. Well, shit, we'll just do it like this. The themes. First 90 days, 2022, Gemini, the themes. 8 of Diamonds reversed. 7 of Diamonds. This is going a lot of different ways, as you see. And finally, Four of Clubs. Reverse. Peace of mind is going to be your best friend. The ability to, like I said, when you hear peace of mind, you can also think like a neutral quiet. Okay, you're not rah-rah in either direction, you know what I mean? But just the ability to fucking think. You know, we are so distracted and shit. But let's get into this. So that the Eight of Diamonds, right? For some of you, I'm telling you, it's financial challenges. All right, maybe you're used to living like this. Now you're going to have to kind of downgrade something. That's a change in status. Okay, but remember, every change of status reflects or correlates to an inner change in status. Okay, somebody or something or some situation or even you yourself may be devaluing yourself, you know, losing respect for yourself. Is that possible, Shango? Absolutely. We are our own worst enemy. We are our own worst enemy. And if you think you're going to find a relationship with Magic Prince fucking Charming, and it's 2-foot dick and hurricane tongue, or you know, Magic Princess Charming, all right, with her throat goat, okay, and golden box, and you think that this person's gonna be valuing you and respecting you, cherishing you, all that good shit that you want, and you are not feeling that way about yourself, good luck. Now, who does this have to do with? Once again, sometimes when someone ain't, you can tell. I don't care what the bitch looks like. She can look like a 10 plus. But if she has that hole in her chest and she really doesn't like herself, and most of her day is spent criticizing and, you know, looking, every time she looks in the mirror, she don't see what everybody else sees. She sees, you know, all these things that she don't like. Okay, and deep down inside, she feels she's not worth all these good things, you know, to be actually cherished, respected, or whatever. I mean, I'm running out of adjectives, but yeah. So we have here the Jack of Hearts, Jack of Hearts. You know, sometimes we pick these types of lovers that seem to accentuate what's already inside of us. We always do, whether that be what you call positive or negative, you know. You know me, Juanita Watson, I have to embellish with some verbal imagery, okay? So, yeah, and you know, sometimes like when you even if you're trying to think you're hot shit, and then either the person you're dealing with or the person you're with just says something or whatever, and it just takes all the air out of your sail, you know, being too much in your head and shit like that. So Gemini, you do got your work cut out as far as that goes. I see that being the theme, okay? I really do. Now, depending on what you do, if you find yourself in a like situation of that kind, you could illuminate some things and discover, choose to acknowledge your value. It's got to start with you. Okay? It's got to start with you, or it's going to get worse. You may even think you're cursed. All right. Now, who does that got to do with? Once again, it's earth signs. All right. In this case, specifically, we could be talking about a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. All right. But, you know, and then finally, the Four of Clubs, as far as the theme goes, to me, this is just like your mind is just all over the place. You don't have any, your mind doesn't feel like it's on a foundation. It feels wobbly as fuck. Okay. You must be resolute of mind if you ever hope to, like, you know, get past whatever stage you may find yourself in, especially if it's not one that you like. All right, you got to stay, you got to be able to, but besides also being focused though, it's not just focus on what you want, but it's also not focusing on the bullshit that be going on in your head. Okay. Some of you can, some of you are going to be having troubles with rivals also. You know, let them sweat you. Don't be sweating them. Let them fucking be staying up at night thinking about you. Don't be doing that for them. You know, but I do see some rivals, some troublemakers, could be some fire signs. Some of you Geminis may have problems with fire signs. Or a fire sign is going to have your head all over the place if you allow it. Fire signs will do that shit, okay? Yes, we will. All right. Moving on to Cancer. Moving on to Cancer. Moving on to Cancer. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer's themes. First 90 days, 2022. And hopefully, if you're watching this and you want to be a dollar, you can timestamp this shit. Cancer. First 90 days, 2022. Themes for Cancer. 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 Okay. I'm just tripping out on this one particular card. All right, let's give me some who's now. Leo Sun. Your time is approaching. Your time is approaching. Show me the who. Show me the who. Show me the who. Show me the motherfucking money. Don't forget, if you have your own personal 2022 question, you want to know something about that relates to you in your 2022, you can ask that. As soon as I'm done with this, I'll be answering these if there's any there. PayPal.me/Shango Ray or $Ray Shango. And ask away. Ask away. Okay. Who? Who? Damn, almost all. Okay. This motherfucker again. Shit. Although, excuse me, this doesn't come off like it did the last time. So what are your themes? Cancer. My crustaceous crabs. 1. King of Hearts. 8 of Spades, motherfucking reverse. 2 of Spades. But this 2 of Spades don't feel reversed. Okay, so what am I talking about here? Some of you Cancers, a big, huge lesson in the first 90 days is going to be of your giving of love. Your giving of love. A lot of you Cancers can accept it. And from what I know and the Cancers that I've known, you know, something they can be very, very giving. Some of you Cancers, it's a challenge because you have a shell around you. Get it? Krusty Krab, you know. Shit. Anyways, so that's going to be one thing, okay? If you have any father issues, making peace with those is going to be, I would say, of optimal importance for you. And yes, some of you crusty crabs are going to meet the one, or who you'd consider to be the one. Now, another theme here. Energetic blockages. How come you can't move forward? Energetic blockages. Inner energetic blockages. You're fenced in. Some of you Cancers, your crusty crabs may feel caged in. Hell, some of you crusty crabs, that shell, you walk around with your own prison. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be quite a little adventure if you make it that way. And liberating. A liberating adventure if you make it that way. All right. The other one here is working partnerships and or friendships. And what this card is saying to me is some of you Cancers need to just step out and face. Some of you Cancers can be clingy as the fuck. They can. Let's just face it. If you got some fucking pictures on your shit, you can be clingy. You didn't have these for nothing. Okay. Now, at the same time, what I'm feeling is there are a lot of you Cancers though have been actually like, you have more associates right now than what you would consider friends. And a lot of people can't get through the wall. Some of you Cancers have like a serious wall up. And it doesn't necessarily kind of appear that way, but from your point of view, it's like you locked in the house looking through the window, you know? But I do see a theme of that coming, like a part of being able to like working partnerships, business partnerships, partnerships that have nothing to do with business or working or money, but could be physical partner, like a workout partner. Some of you may need a workout partner, but then out of that, you know, blossoms a real friendship. Okay. Now, who? As far as the dad thing goes, or projecting of love, I see that some of you are also going to be assisted by earth signs, especially a Capricorn. Okay. But male earth sign energies. All right. Male earth sign energies. Love and life is popping. Now, the energetic blockages that I was speaking about. See, right, this is yeah. Some of you Cancers, thank you, are also going to be experiencing a change in status in your work life. Some of you are not supposed to be at the job that you're at, or I should say your time is coming to a close at the job you're at. That chapter's closed, you know. The chapter's closed. I know your logical mind's going on, but you need to this, okay. Like everybody and their fucking mom is hiring right now. If you cannot do like immediately what you truly want to do, perhaps maybe you can find employment in something that is close or related to that, you know, in your preparation phase to, you know, to do that, to jump into. But what I'm seeing here, just bottom line, mommy issues. Mommy issues. You will come face to face with certain mommy issues that you didn't even know you had. And I already covered this, but we're going to just, like I said, learning, you know, in order to have a real friendship, even if it's a friendship that's still like more towards the outer circles, but still a friend, you know, it requires trust. You got to have at least some bit of trust. All right. And I sense that a fire sign or youthful fire sign energy is going to also help with that. Now, sometimes this card can mean like an immature person or a troublemaker, but that's not what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing more of that, like, you know, you meet somebody, maybe you're working with somebody, but they have this youthful kind of energy, and it helps you. It does something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it inspires you in spirit, right? Cancer, that was yours. What else we got here? What else do we have here? Okay, so we're moving on from Cancer to one of my other favorite signs, Leo. One of my best friends is a Leo. Okay, one of my best friends is a Leo. So Leo, what do I need to show these Leos? What do I need to show these Leos? Ah, shit. First 90 days of 2022, what do I need to show these Leos? Help me. Show me. Somebody show me. What do I need to show these Leos? Leo. All right, you ready, Leo? No. All right, got your themes. I got your themes, all right. Oh, I got your motherfucking themes, all right. Shit. Let's see here. Who might be related to these things for a lot of you Leos? Who are we talking about? Who might be involved with this shit? You know? Just a moment, Leo. Be patient, Leo. I know you guys ain't the most patient, but just be patient, all right? Just be patient. Daddy's cooking this shit up, okay? It'll be done when it's done. All right. All right. So here we go. So what are the things? Leo, this is what I got for you. Leo, 2022, first 90 days. Torsha Mormon. We dramatic as fuck. Y'all are over dramatic as fuck. That's an understatement. That is an understatement. Okay, but look. Because you Leos also like to front like a motherfucker, too. You know what I'm saying? Some of you Leos compensate for shit. That's why y'all could be so braggadocious sometimes or whatever. And I'm not saying it's not real for many Leos, but some of you Leos, it's like a facade. It's like a bubble. And you just pop that shit and watch the real deal, you know? But 9 of clubs, this is more of a story in and of itself, going from one thing to another. Negative Nancy. Because some of you Leos, as like charismatic and as this and that as you can be, sometimes you guys are very gregarious, like you the loud one at the party and shit. You know what I'm saying? But deep inside, like they say, when the lights go down, y'all can be the most critical and harsh on yourself, or just having a hidden pessimistic attitude. Negative Nancyism, as I say, all right? The other thing, you're going to need emotional balance, because y'all motherfuckers can get way off balance emotionally. High to the highs and low to the lows. I would almost say, they say that, what is it? Geminis are bipolar. I beg to differ. You cry in the car, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Cry in the fucking car. And the other theme I am seeing here, and it's funny because it's like this shouldn't be a problem for Leo, but also working on that muscle that allows you to receive wealth. Okay, receiving wealth. And I'm not just talking about money, like, you know, true love or friendships, trust. All these things are of value. You know, allowing it for yourself. In some ways, you know, you can safely be said to give it to yourself, you know? Yeah. All right. So with this negative Nancyism, of course, more fire sign shit. For some of you, it's you. Look at the goat. Yeah, some of you, it's you. Could be a Sagittarius. Could be an Aries. Yep. But definitely that fire energy, that fire sign energy, those around you. So Leo, start looking around you. What other fire signs you got? These people, there's a very good chance they're going to play a major role in, well, to me, the story of this is turning it from negative Nancy, limited thinking, limited beliefs, and, you know, stretching that to thinking like the god or goddess that you are, you know. It sounds very simplistic, and it is, but it's not easy. So you should know that. You against you would be right, Quinita Watson. And for you Leos, that's what I see. Okay? I already told you how this year is going to be a 6. This year is a 6 year. So balance is going to be one of the key themes, period. All right? For you guys, it is going to be able to be emotionally balanced. You know, another way of saying that is being able to live more, I guess, from, that's not what I want to say. I was going to say live more from that neutrality, but so as far as your emotional homeostasis, you know, emotional balance, who's going to be having something to do with that? Earth signs. Good old fucking earth signs. Maybe a Capricorn. But I feel some male earth sign energy. It's going to be a who's more practical than a fucking male earth sign almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. Now, as far as this last one, this last theme, be able to receive wealth, like allow good things to you sometimes. It's that hidden critical bullshit that you have that you might not even be aware of. That is what is like if you're going up to the hoop and you're about to slam the basketball and this tall motherfucker just comes by, get that shit out of my house. That's what your limiting beliefs do to the things and the people, places, circumstances that you want. Not in my house. Yeah. Let me get this motherfucker up out of here, this bot. Unless you, you know, are looking for a questionable site to go jerk off at, then there's one in the comments. Sag is all around me. I gained a new angle today. A new angel, excuse me, angle. He's a sage. I'm grateful. Well, there you go. Okay, what was I said? Leo? Oh, Lord. You know where that leads us to, right? Do you know where we're going, right? We're going to Virgo Town. Oh, shit. We're going to Virgo Town. In other words, one of them flyover states, okay? That's where we're going. For Virgo, for Virgo, for Virgo. All in jest, you little sensitive motherfuckers, okay? I popped out of a Virgo, so I do have love for some Virgos. Some Virgos I know can eat a fucking dick, all right? With a side of a bag of assholes on the side, too, all right? Two sides. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Themes for Virgo. Themes for Virgo. Themes for Virgo. Has it been cold as fuck where you at? Because it be getting cold as shit over here. All right. Who? Who for Virgo? Who for Virgo? Who for Virgo? Now, some of you Virgos I know, you will take, look, on one hand, it's cool to be thorough. On another hand, at some point in time, you stop being thorough and you're just basically jacking off. Not going nowhere. Okay, you're just fucking jacking off. Them damn Virgos. Your words, not mine. Okay. I gotta watch what I say, man. I don't want a nation of Virgos fucking passive aggressive with me. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna attack me with passive aggressiveness. Hey, Mia, man, what's poppin'? All right, who? Who? Who for the Virgs? Who for the Virgs? Who for the Virgs? The Nitty Virgo crew. I just call them the Nitty crew because it's shit. Pretty much every, except for only one in my entire life, Virgos that I know are nitty as fuck. They have their own unique way of being nitty as fuck, but they are nitty as fuck. All right, Virgo. Benaki. Oh. All right. So what are the things for you, Virgo? I want to say some of you Virgos, some of you Virgos can be very, you give of your, Virgos can be very giving, you know, and giving of yourself. This does also have to do with your finances. I say that you find a way to give of yourself, all right, in exchange. Find that way. Discover that way. I just say discover because it's already within you. You might be overthinking it, Virgo. And once again, too, some of you Virgos, the battle is also learning to let what it is you say you want in. Stop fighting your motherfucking hell. Okay? Let it in. Let it in. The other theme, Ace of Clubs. Now, I said something about being thorough, but then there comes a point where it's like, it reminds me of like for example, Dr. Dre. It takes fucking 10 years to put one fucking song out. I get it. I have a perfectionist side to me too, but at some point you gotta shit or get off the pot. For fuck's sake. Okay, that's Mando. You got to do it. Sometimes it just comes to a point, you know what? We're gonna put it out. But it ain't perfect. Put it out. Put yourself out there. But I see that there seems to be something you were planning, or a lot of you Virgos had a plan going on. I see this as being either deferred or denied, depending on how you look at it. All right? You might have just tossed it to the side, overthought yourself, mentally masturbated yourself to sleep and just said, fuck it. Or maybe it's just not right now for other reasons besides your own. Last theme here, selling yourself on yourself. Once again, this goes right hand in hand too with, allowing. Let me tell you, because let me just show you a brief example of allowing, right? Hey, that's a nice dress. Hey, your hair looks nice today. And then what do a lot of people do, especially Virgos? Oh, this whole thing, I just, oh man, this shit, man, this shit didn't come out right today. Like, maybe you know what I'm talking about. Somebody gives you a compliment and you instantly negate. All you got to do is shut the hell up and just say thank you. That's it. You don't have to negate that. And those of you who grew up in critical families, you do that shit a lot. This is selling yourself on yourself, to yourself. Why you deserve this shit. And don't just surface level, kind of know it. No, get it deep the fuck in there. Like, I know this shit. I am, worthiness also would be another way of saying all this in one word. Do you feel you're worthy? All right, now let's see as far as with allowing more abundance in, we'll just use a generic term for that. Who's going to help you? Male air signs, especially older male air signs. Maybe even, hey, D. Nunez, maybe even thank you, D. Nunez. Maybe even, what do you call it? Aquarius. An Aquarius male in particular, but it could be any type of male signs. I see a male energy that seems to be either helping with this or perhaps encouraging this challenge of, are you good enough? Do you deserve it? Blah, 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 right? Now, as far as just the plan that I'm talking about, this may have to do with a new love. There's a Virgo out there who's not going to keep a child, even though you may currently be knocked up right now, okay? But this new love and all of this shit, sometimes this can also be the result of dealing with the wrong lover or a shaky person, immature. They're in, they're out. It's very hard to put a pin on them. And for you guys being you guys are like nice and neatly packaged, you know what I'm saying? And for somebody who's more chaotic, it can almost be like catnip, but to your detriment. Or Lord forbid, you got a bleeding heart and you want to save them. All right. Ending it. Last thing, like I said, selling yourself to yourself. It's going to be a major, major thing. It doesn't even sound that hard to almost anybody. But when you, Virgo, actually go to do that shit, you come up against all them voices that want to say the exact opposite. And sometimes, most of the time, you guys run from that. So who's going to help with that, or who's going to be encouraging that? Depends how you look at it. I say that because, for example, this could be a troublemaker. Some of you Virgos may have a problem with a motherfucking fire sign. And this fire sign can get very petty too. Okay? This you know what I'm saying? This fire sign, you know, this fire sign might, help, for all you know, smack that undercover homo shit about you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? Well, like I said, on a positive side, this can be like the actor card, a very creative card. Now, when I said that they can either be contributing to you seeing that you're worth it, or contributing to you thinking that you're not worth it. But all in all, eventually, at the end of the day, the ball's in your court as far as how you choose to use it. Somebody can trigger you, and that could be the best thing to fucking happen. Does it feel like the best thing to happen when you're actually being triggered? Hell no. But later on, when you get a little hindsight into it, when you process that shit, you might find some diamonds there. Get it? No pun intended. Diamonds. All right. Enough with you, Virgo. We're moving on. And it seems like we're going to Libra land. Libby. Going to them Libby leaves. All right. Let's see here. Libra. How's everybody doing? Checking in. Let me just take a little break here. Going on to Libra. So if I forget, please remind me. Let me know how that's going. All right. How's everybody doing? Don't be afraid. Don't all speak up at once, all 7 of you. Maybe you're entranced by my readings or something, unable to speak, just like, I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. The Audioverse is a Libra. Now, I love Libras. Okay, I do. We all know that Libras can talk a little bit too much. They are constantly going. Even when they're not moving their lips, man, you can almost hear that shit. It's like, fuck. I got love for you, but you are fucking exhausting. You can be exhausting at times. Sometimes you gotta just Jesus Christ. D. Nunez, I do readings, but do not like to read for self. Yeah. A lot of people don't. It's a whole other thing to read for yourself, especially if it's over emotionally charged situations or something. It can almost be impossible. It can almost, you may get the knowing or the gnosis, just like that. All of a sudden, you just know something, and you know. It's not just like, well, I think I know. No, it's undefinable, right? But then you try and divine for it through cards, and it can get tricky. Yeah, like I said, if it's something highly emotional, most of the time you're going to hear, don't read for yourself on it. Go find somebody else to do it, Yeah. All right. Themes for Libra. Themes for Libra. Themes for Libra. Themes for Libra. You know what it's like, D. Nunez, the way I look at it, right? And this is a principle that I try explaining to certain. It doesn't matter what it is, right? But let's just use readings. You're reading for yourself on something that is very important to you, and also maybe highly emotionally charged. Well, you You may get the right answer or the correct answer. Whether you recognize it or not, that's another thing. The cards may be reflecting your emotions. So, your emotions do act, they're a filter in which you look through. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the best way I can explain it is like, I notice, like, I don't know why this shit comes up like it does, but I remember, like, in high school, there was this one girl, like, she was, like, all about me, and, like, I would pay her no mind, because I thought she, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, high school and shit. You don't want to be clowned for that, but then again, I can't help who, might find me delicious and nutritious. So, go fuck yourself, right? But my point is, you ever notice how, like, when you ignore, or it's not even ignore, when you just, you don't even care, like, they don't want you, but when you care, then it's a different story a lot of times, Hey, Deaconess, thank you.
All right. So I believe we were talking about Libras. Dorley Baptiste. Let me see. Thank you for that, Deaconess. I was hoping somebody, because I don't know if I'm sounding like that or not. So I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope happy belated Feliz Navidad. Yeah. I find the best chance I have to get the best reading if it's for myself and if it's over something that is like really important or something that I'm emotionally connected to, is I have, at least in that moment I'm doing the reading, I have to get in that space where it's just like, you know what? I like surrender. I give up. I don't give a fuck. Like whatever it's going to be, it's just what it's going to be. And whatever these cards say is what the fuck they say. I do know that I have, I do know that I have a say in what I do and, things of that nature. So Libra, 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 Libra. Themes for Libra. Themes for Libra. Wow. Okay. You Libras are going to want to hear this shit. I'm just telling you right now. You Libras are going to want to hear this shit. You sound stereo now. Thought you fell into it. Yeah, this platform that I use to do the lives, after usually, it's almost like clockwork. After about an hour, it turns me into Robot Man. So thank God I have like the Deaconess or somebody to tell me, hey, you sounding like you in a fucking tuna can or something, Who for Libra? Who for Libra? First 90 days for you Libras is going to be, there's going to be some endings or fulfillments, completions. All right. Just so you know that. I'm giving a little spoiler alert for you. All right. So who? Who for Libra? Who for the Cuba Libra? Cuba Libra. Get it? Y'all ain't hearing me, man. Okay, just give me a second, Libra. I'm pulling out the who's, yo. I'm pulling out the who's. We got to find out what it is. All right. Let's get it. So this is the theme, some of the themes, anyways, that I see for some of you Libras. First 90 days, 2022. All right. These are your cards. 8 of clubs. Now, last time I think I called this a turkey. I didn't know if this was a turkey or what do you call one of those Oshun birds with the big ass tails and shit. But this is reversed. It's reversed. Okay. 9 of Cups, and it's not reversed. And then finally, 9 of Spades. All right. So for the 8 of Clubs, this is recognizing like the way that you're thinking is going in the wrong direction, Libra. You might find that. You just might find that. Shauna Luckman, Happy New Year to you. Prosperity B, shout out to you. Libra, you may find that the way that you're thinking has changed in a way that's not suitable. Or you may feel a need to adjust your thinking, which may also lead you to adjusting. Because then when you start adjusting the beliefs and stuff, you got to start looking about, well, you know what do I really actually believe about this shit? I haven't even bothered to look. What do I actually believe about this, about myself, about blase? Keep going. Okay. To me, this represents like a change of mind, a potential change of mind that seems and feels more negative and critical. Seems and feels more contracted as opposed to expansive. You figure deal me. You get me, okay? Repping where I'm stepping. Now, the other theme, 9 of Hearts. I'm sure you was waiting for me to get to this. To me, this feels like a completion of something, a fulfillment of something. Dare I even say, a desire of your heart coming true. This may be about a certain circumstance. I always wanted to live wherever, or, you know, but this is something that has seemed to elude you for quite some time, to the point where you might not even recognize it when it comes, because you almost like gave up on it. You know what I'm saying? So I am seeing that. Boo Nightly. Shout out to you. Okay. We're also, don't worry, we're going to get into like who may have something to do with this. Now, I don't know if you've seen how this shit came out for you, but we have the 8 of Clubs, we had the 9 of Cups, then we had the 9 of Spades. 9 of Spades is also, and the 9 of Hearts too. Some of you, and I just have to say this, even though these cards ain't reversed, within the first 90 days of 2022, some of you Libras may deal with a transition or two of somebody that you love. Okay. It seems that just keeps kind of coming to me. I almost didn't want to say it because I kind of want to get my Walter Mercado on, and like only ever, they say he only ever gave great readings or a positive framed reading, you know, but you know me, I got to shoot from the hip. So the 9 of Spades, the theme with the 9 of Spades, this could be the end of this is an end of a certain kind of work, or an end in how you do a certain kind of work. I see this, yes, translating as far as going from one occupation or place of business to another, as far as like a job, for example. But I don't see, and for some of you Libras, yes, it's going to be you get fired, but hey, that's the way the opportunity came through. The opportunity showed up in some work clothes. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this shit the fuck up out of here. Block this nigga. Real talk, reading is the best. Yeah, you know, I like the feel good stuff, but like, I also, if I can give you something that you can use now that sets you up for more positive shit, you know, and even though initially it may not sound too good to your ears, hey, I'd rather deal with an ugly truth than a beautiful lie. Okay, that's just me, and that's the way I ride. Okay, thank you so much, Deaconess. Yeah, get that, whatever. whatever that shit is. They're robots. They're bots. Shit, I got to get me some motherfucking bots. I'm going to throw some bots at some of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to step up the game. I'm going to be like, my bots are going to be like, do you need a reading? No, I'm joking. As some of y'all know, I'd be turning away readings. Like, you know, it's just like, okay. So anyways, let's just wrap this up. Leave. Okay, so as far as with the whole change of mind thing, and you might get off on 2022 on kind of the wrong foot as far as mentally goes. Now, who might have something to do with that? Who might have something to do with that? Where do I start? I actually am feeling both. It could be either gender, it can be male or female, but earth signs are going to really play an integral role here. That's why they're showing me earth signs. Some of the earth signs may be childish, immature. Some of these earth signs may just have a youthful energy that you can learn from or that can inspire you. You know, sometimes if you're in a rut, you're in a certain type of energy, certain type of frequency, then you get around somebody else and it just kind of does something to you, you know? Maybe it's a resonance or something. All right. Now, as far as the Nine of Hearts and the fulfillment goes, I see air sign. This is also creative thinking going on here. But this person is a creative thinker. But I do see air sign. Could be a younger air sign than you. Could also be older, but just like, once again, with that inspired, youthful kind of energy, fun kind of energy. All right. And finally, with the Nine of Spades business we was talking about, you know, wow, some of you Libras are going to leave who you thought was the one. That just came to me right now. You're choosing to leave. I see a Libra leaving a relationship and everything, you know, seemed or maybe was perfect. But things always can and do change. They never stay the same. We don't stay the same. The people that you might be, whoever you're with, is not going to stay the same as far as just exactly the same. And these little minute changes, these little tiny differences can make a big difference. All right. Now, who might have to do it? Well, besides just whoever you might feel is the one. I see some male water signs too. And that could be Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. Oh, you know what? And I feel Count Sacula, he's starting to move around. He's starting to be like, he's starting to wake up. For those of you, I know this might be TMI yet, but you got to know. So fuck it. Count Sacula is like my code word that, you know, my balls are starting to fall asleep, like the back of my balls in particular, you know. You may ask, why do I need to know that? Okay, but I must be a real fucking sad to still be able to keep doing readings and still keep focusing, even though there's like a party with pins and needles in my balls. All right. He's anything but poor, Deaconess. So, where are we at? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Scorps. I don't know, man. I have an affinity for Scorpions. I do. Scorpios. I do. Even though some of them are weird as fuck, or, you know, I've often got along with Scorpios. You know, the few that I know of, anyways. No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, Deaconess. I know what you're saying. All good. Yeah. Hey, that's the price. He gotta pay the cost to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? If I say like, hey, look, I don't care if you got pins and needles. I'm doing something. You know, then that's what he got to do. He follows me. I don't follow him. You know. So he just has to fucking deal with it. Shit. The twins, I should say, they just got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Count Sacula is really two. He's really two people in one. All right. So, Scorpio, Scorpio, show me the theme of Scorpio. 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 For the Scorps. All my Scorps. Oh, you know what? I said I had an affinity. I wouldn't necessarily even call it an affinity, but just like, I definitely like, Scorpio's okay in my book. You know, I do have some Scorpio in my chart shit. So like, that's probably why I can relate. Because if you don't, there's chances are you ain't gonna like them. You know, theme for Scorpio. Fuck. Theme for Scorpio. All right. It's the straight talk, real talk, no kids in the rooms talk. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. This is 18 or over. If you're under 18 or got peach fuzz on your genitalia, you don't need to be here. Grown folk shit. Yeah, grown folks. Because you never know what the host with the most may fucking say. All right. And I probably guarantee you it has no business in a child's ear. Okay. All right. I've had some people say, yeah, I watch you with my kids. I'm like, you do? Shit. 1111, Stone Mountain, Georgia. All right. Who do I need to tell them about? Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Who do I need to tell them about? Who's this having to do? Oh, okay. Who's this got to do with? Okay. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? That's all I'm going to be doing later tonight is readings. And tomorrow. So I'm like, let me go live. Let me just, say, hey, give a pound. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Okay, cool. Because I already know how it's going to be, My Lilith is in Scorpio. That Lilith, huh? Oh, Lilith. Yeah. Gotta love some Scorpio action. Okay. So we've already discussed this, like I said, themes here. No, actually, we haven't. Scorpio, listen up. 9 of Hearts reversed, okay? Emotional loss or loss of a loved one. 7 of Diamonds. This is going all kinds of ways. This is going to depend on you. And finally, 5 of Spades. And I do feel this is more of a reversed energy. So what am I talking about here? Conflict, altercations, fights, arguments. Now let's find out with who, shall we? All right. As I mentioned here, emotional loss. This can take so many different shapes, but I got to be honest with you. And I'm definitely not trying to scare anybody. Okay. I'm not trying to panic anybody. I'm very aware and conscious of what I say. And I strive to say what I say in, I guess you could say, the most palatable way I can. But for some of you Scorpions, this will be a time of loss. 2022 is going to start off with some loss. Now, who might be involved with this shit? Well, I guess that depends. I'm seeing fire sign action here. Leo in particular, okay? But it could be any of the fire signs. And particularly, maybe even a fire sign woman or a Leo woman. If it resonates, let it resonate. If it don't, just let it pass, like gas. 7 of Diamonds. This is, once again, all about your self-worth, to me. There's something about when you have that moment where just things click for you. And like, I don't know, you realize, you know what? I can do this. I am this. You know, there's this like defining moment. It's very hard to explain. It's very hard to verbalize. But some of you are going to be struggling with this because you don't have one of these moments or a series of moments or a season where it's a lot of discovery. You know, you're discovering a lot about yourself. To me, the Seven of Diamonds at its highest is also putting yourself first, not in a selfish, egotistical, narcissistic, sociopath type of way, but in pure recognition of who and what you are. You understand? Now, who's going to have something to do with this? See, because when you don't have that, you try and get it from outside of yourself. Everything as banal from just trying to get attention from people. And you know, when you're trying to get attention from people, to, I mean, it can go even worse. You can be playing yourself in a major way. Although I haven't really, but I have seen some Scorpios do that too. All right, who has to do with this though? Now, this is an inside job. No one can do it for you, but you can have help. And sometimes when you see somebody or when you're around somebody who's not in that same space of like, if you are overly critical of yourself and really harsh on yourself, and you get around somebody who's not, sometimes that can rub off on you. Sometimes all you need is just a few words, man, even if it's words of encouragement, even if it's words, whatever, you know. Fahim, what's going on? All right. Now, who might this have to do with? Who might be assisting you in this? Oh, we got more diamond energy. This could be this can be an earth sign, male or female. Okay, they can be older than you, but once again, they do have this youthful side that they have access to. Their inner child is not locked in the closet, you know, basically starved to death. All right. This is what's, once again, how funny it lands under that, because I'm always saying this is the card. This, to me, in its highest form, is about selling yourself to yourself. In other words, convincing yourself if you need to, or if you don't want to say it as far as convincing, that you unlearn what you thought you knew and allow yourself to learn something better. It's all there within you, inside, waiting to be discovered. There's aspects of you right now that's like, what fucking took you so long? We were waiting for you. Forgotten what, 30 something years? Come on, man. Conflicts. Always, a lot of times, you know, I find that these also coincide with inner conflicts. If you are in conflict of yourself, please do not be surprised or shocked if an outside, external form of conflict manifests itself. Witch of the night, what's going on? Conflict, conflict, conflict. Now, who might you be having a conflict with, Scorpio? More water signs. Women water signs at that. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Okay. I have a feeling as far as especially, but this can, like, if you're a man, a male Scorpio, you can get into some beat. It might be who you're with, you know. So that's what I have for you, Scorps. Fahim, if you'd like to ask a personal question about your 2022, once again, you can follow this scrolling ticker right here, and you send that 1333 to the paypal.me/Shango Ray or $Ray Shango if you prefer Cash App, and I'll be happy to answer that question for you. Okay, with bells on. All right. If you would like, yes. Exactly. That is my point. If you would like it, that's it. All right. Deaconess, did you travel for the holidays, or did you just stay in town where you're at? Let's go. All right, so we're moving from Scorpio. Hold on. You know who's next, right? You know who's next, right? Yeah, I think you do. Repping everywhere we stepping, baby. Yeah. That's right. This is who's next, okay? Everybody get out your fucking knee pads, okay? Mm-hmm. So I guess I should be perking up with this shit too, huh? So, what are the themes that some of you Sagittarius should be knowing about right now? First 90 days of 2022. Man, I tell you though, I something was brought to mind that song. I think it was Billie Holiday who sang it. I'm not sure who sang it, but what a difference a day makes. I've seen it go start off the day in a very negative situation, and my God, it was just miraculous. Like the turnaround during that day. And I've also seen, I mean, you can get your heart ripped out in one day, in a moment, with a phone call, anything, you know? Things can shift so much. Uh, well, if it's, I don't know what you mean by personal. You could just ask it here if you need to. Follow the ticker, scroll that. Okay, Sagittarius. Or you can do that right here, follow the ticker or the Cash App, and then you can just email me the question and I'll email it back to you. If it's that personal or you're that concerned about privacy, you know. All right, Sag, we need to have a talk here. I'm just hoping it's a good talk. Shit, you know. Well, nobody really knows who you are here that I know about. Nobody knows your name. So if you want to ask me here, you can. Like I said, that would be the way. Those are the two choices that I would offer you. All right. Now, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Themes for Sagittarius. Well, okay. So, what do we have? Oh, wait. I got to do the who's now, too. I got to find out who may be having something to do with this shit. Show me the who's. Don't worry, I'm about to show you right now, Sag, your themes, okay? Show me the who's. How funny. This was the first three cards that came out right now. 2, 2, and 2. Y'all see me? I was just fucking shuffling right now. This is exactly how they came out. First three cards off the top of the deck and looking for a face card. 2. Where is it at? 2. 2, 2, 2. God damn it. 2022. Hello. Shit. Hey, get you a shot, D. Nunes. Get that shot in. A matter of fact, do a salute for me. Hey, cock one back for me. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Who? All right, y'all ready? We're almost done with this shit. So, hey, this is going to be fucking, yeah, I got to go back if I get a chance and I'm going to timestamp it. Or if one of y'all want to be a doll once this is posted up, you could timestamp it in the, if you could timestamp it, you know, if you felt like being just a fucking dog, then you could do that. Okay, so what are the themes here, Sag? Okay, let's look at your themes. Ten of Clubs. This feels reversed to me. For real, Adela. This is like the Joker card, except in this deck it's represented with a 0. Okay? And this is the 8 of Diamonds. Okay? Reversed. Or is it? This, I can't necessarily say it's reverse. I can feel like two different sides to this. Sometimes it's just like it's only this. Okay. Now, what are we talking about with this 10 of clubs? To me, this is okay. Mental overwhelm. Some of you Sagittarius may find yourself dealing with mental overwhelm when you see this 10 of clubs. 2022 is going to begin in a way where a lot of you Sagittarius, it's not the time to play around. It's not the time to just ask Shango Ray now at gmail.com. Ask Shango Ray now at gmail.com. So where was I at? This mental overwhelm, like I see like gears grinding and smoke coming off. Okay. This may also be, like I said, not a time. Some of you Sagittarius, if you don't use your time productively, at least a lot of the time, that will lead to mental overwhelm. You know, a couple things left undone can be very stressful, right? Because you'd be thinking about the shit all the time because you ain't did it. So I am seeing a lot of that. And also to me, I would say this feels like some of you Sagittarius may also be dealing with a form of anxiety. Okay? Anxiety is something you do. It's not a disease, all right? Let's get that right. It's a process. It is a process. When we call it something like anxiety, a nice little neat word that we like to fit, because you have, like I described, it's like take a spark, right? I have two rocks. I'm banging the rocks together to make that spark. That spark just doesn't exist in and of itself, by itself. It's a byproduct of the two rocks banging each other. You know what I'm saying? I know I kind of, what is that? Rock porn? Two rocks banging each other? Anyways, this mental overwhelm can be alleviated sometimes by a leap of faith. A step in faith. Let me correct myself. A step in faith. Because that begins the momentum. Sometimes all you got to put your foot on is that faith. But that's okay. You're knowing, you're understanding and knowing of things that you currently cannot see right now. All right. Also, some abrupt endings can be plaguing some of you Sagittarius in your relationships as well. This, like I said, is coming out several different ways to me. On the positive side, I do see that you know, if you can use what's going on in your life, you can use it, or you can be used by it. Sag, if you use it, you're going to have a change in status. If you don't use it or you neglect, you can have a change in status. Okay, let me just keep that there. Okay. Did you pay on Cashapp Witch of the Night? I don't know if you put your question in there, but I'll be handling that. I got like 2 or 3. Wait, I got like 3 more signs. So once I'm done with this, I'll get to your question if you can hang on. All right. Now, who's going to be having to do with this mental or who may be able to assist you? Sometimes we need somebody to talk to. Sometimes we need somebody just to listen to us, you know. I see an earth sign. You may have mental overwhelm over an earth sign, particularly a woman. This in particular is a Virgo. but it could be any earth sign. All right. Yes, thank you, Deaconess. I appreciate that. Now, what does the leap of faith have to do with? Now, you Sagittarius are no strangers to passion. Okay. This to me, for this one, I do see a water sign, maybe a water sign that's younger than you. Okay. But this water sign is going to also, because you know what, this leap of faith, this new thing, even though if nobody else knows it's a step in faith because you kept that part to yourself, I see a water sign helping you, could be younger, whether it's male or female. But the Jack of Hearts also is like that baby Jesus card. So it's like I see some of that, like that baby of passion, your inner passion, you know. Now the change in status, 8 of diamonds. And like I said, this one's totally up to you. Is it a change in status this way or is it a change in status that way? I don't know. That's going to be up to you. All right. Who's going to help with that? Once again, water sign. For some of you, it may be mom also. I do sense that if there's any mommy issues or effects from previous mommy issues are going to be made known. They're going to rise to the top like cream. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Sag. That's what I have for you, Sag. But a great potential financial change in status is available to you. I want you to know that. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Okay? Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, please. Don't do that. All right, next up, we have Capricorn. The caps, the goats. All right, we got Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. We have Capricorn. Now Count Sacula's starting to get a little loud, you know. Capricorn. Shit. All right, just a moment. Let me find out some who's, because trust me, Cappy, you're going to want to find out about this. You're going to want to know about what Papa Shangito got cooking, all right? What the go is cooking. You're going to want to find out about that. Your first 90 days may be quite interesting. You may find that they are just quite interesting, all right? So who? Show me who. Show me who. Show me who. Show me the money. All right. Just a moment. One more card. Okay. So Cap, man, listen up, man. Cap. Sometimes you Caps can be so busy. Get so busy. Because a lot of Caps that I know are like, I remember I had a friend and she was like, there was some other bitch who was like, you know, I fucking the shit out of me, interested in the Papa Shangito. And she was like, I kind of like looked at my friend and I told her like, and I motioned to the bitch like, yo, what's her story? And she like kind of got close to my ear and she goes, she's always on her feet. And you know what that means? The bitch got a job. She keep a job. Like, you want to go for that one, you know? But what does that have to do with Capricorn? Capricorn's always on their feet. It's very rare that you're going to find a Capricorn who's just comfortable. Well, they do have a little bit of a lazy side too. But in general, I know Capricorns are like, shit. If workaholic was a zodiac sign, it'd be Capricorn, you know, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm going through the whole signs. So I got this Capricorn left, and then I have Pisces, or excuse me, Aquarius and Pisces. So after this, just 2, and then any questions, I will answer those. Okay, so the themes, Capricorn, 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 deception. What aren't you being told? Well, it's going to be making a big difference here. I also see for some of you Capricorns, worry about work or your job. All right. The other theme here, once again, a plan, either to do something, to make something, to go somewhere. But I see this being deferred, quite possibly permanently. You may have just scrapped the whole plan, or it's just not the time right now. Okay. Or this new idea that you have, or what you're thinking it may be, you know, it may not. It's a lot of times shit don't turn out exactly the way we think it's going to turn out. So that oftentimes throws most people off. Followed by the last theme, 9 of diamonds. Now, how is this coming through? I got to tell you, to me, this also feels like you being gifted in a way. It's not so much a gift, but like something that you have been wanting, whether that's more money or a certain amount of money, whether it's something like materialistic, such as clothes or a new car, a house, a new apartment, something that you really, really value. I see a manifestation of cash or resources, funds, or these items materializing within the first 90 days of 2022. Now, who has to do? Well, let's go back to this deception business we were talking about. I'm seeing having to deal with an air sign, first and foremost, but it can also be dealing with a woman air sign, particularly a Libra. Okay, but this could be an Aquarius, Libra, or with a Gemini. All right. I do feel like this has to do with a woman. For some of you, may also be work related as well. The plan, the plan that was deferred. Who might that have to do with? A Sagittarius or an air sign. And more than likely, too, an older man, air sign, older man than you. Doesn't mean he's old, just means he's older than you. Okay. 9 of diamonds. What's coming through? Who might help with this? Who may assist with this? I want to say one more thing on this. I gave you the good shit. Some of you may incur some unexpected losses. So on the bottom side of this card, the lower side of this card can also mean unexpected losses. Okay. Having to spend money that you don't have, that you didn't know you'd have to spend. Or all of a sudden you get that notification in your email or your mailbox that your shit's about, you know, maybe you're about to be garnished or something like that. Now, who does this have to do with? Earth signs, a male earth sign, also maybe even a male earth sign that is older than you, particularly Capricorn. Okay, but this could be Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. All right, and that is what I have for you. First 90 days of 2022. I have some coworkers that have had that this week. Okay. Had what? Garnishment or something? That's gotta suck, if that's what you're referring to. All right, so who's next? Well, first of all, what's going to be next is I'm going to take a sip of this fire water. And then we're going to get into some Aquarius, some aquariums. Where are my aquariums? This motherfucker right here, yo. Online strips without clothing. Okay. Oh, they're going to spam me. I think they're going to spam now. Let's block that motherfucker, shall we? Yep. And let's block this motherfucker too. Oh. Anyways. Whoops. All right. Fuck this guy.
or bot, whatever they are. Aquariums, that's where we're at. And then after that, we have Pisces, and we are done. Aquariums, aquariums, aquariums. What is the theme? Oh, got the wrong deck of cards. I got to get the right one. Okay. Aquariums, where are you at with it? What's going on? What do I need? What are the themes for you, Aquariums? What are the themes for you? Bet you want to know that, don't you? What are the themes for Aquarium? Okay. Remember, you can get your very own 2022 New Year's forecast reading. We're going to go over your whole year. This is a whole year. Okay. These readings are anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour long. So even at the New Year's special price, you're getting a fucking deal. Okay. You are. And you also get to ask 3 of your very own personal New Year's questions in regards to your 2022. What the fuck's to lose? You know, you can go to the description box or to www.thesorcererscorner.com and you will find it there. You'll find a way to get it. But there's only 24 hours left. We did get some I extended it because I was asked several times if I could, and I am, but I can only extend it for 24 hours more. Because I'm processing I've been processing readings. So like I'm going to keep doing that until they are all done. Okay. I'm going to record your own video. So imagine like this, except it's all for you. All right. All right. Aquariums. What do we got? Aquariums. What do we got? All right. Aquarium, I hope you're ready for this. I can't say it's necessarily bad, but you know. All right. So who does this have to do with? Who are we talking about? Hey, Natalia Thompson, shout out to you. Natalia Thompson, do you happen to have a brother? All right. Aquarium, one more time. Show me who. Show me who. Show me who. Who might have to do with this shit? What's going on here? What is going on here? We're going to find out, man. Okay. Ready. All right. So, for some of you Aquariums, now is this time to start that. Maybe, I don't know, man. Some of you Aquariums, you guys can be, to me, I see a lot of the Aquarius, like they are like the rebel of the zodiac. In particular, they don't like rules forced on them and shit like that. Many of them also do not like social norms. All right. But I see that this is going to be the time for you to actually start either a new business, a new side hustle, or to establish a new form of security for yourself. So within a relationship, that might be, having one of those kind of talks where we finally get it, like, we got each other. And now some of the stuff that we have been going through is a non-issue. We're not ever going to have to go through that again because we've reached this new level, and because of that, you feel safer and you feel more secure. All right. But of course, like I said, also starting some form of a business. I see some of you Aquarius is, stepping into your entrepreneurship, Let me see. I do. Anyways, I just seen this message. All right. So who has to do with this? Well, I have A fire sign, a woman fire sign may be helping you. Could be any kind of a woman fire sign. Could be a Sag, okay? Could be um, a Leo, all right, or an Aries, a woman. They may even be older than you, okay? But they're going to be helping you. Now, what's the other theme here? 7, this one came out all over the place. Natalia Thompson, is his name LaRue by chance? If it is, I'm about to freak the fuck out. Oh shit, I got to plug in because my phone. Yeah, so hold this thought, hold that thought. 7 of hearts. I got to plug in. I got to get the charger, folks. Oh, momento. Is this going to reach? I don't know. I don't know. Oh man. I just found out I have a reading at 10. I'm like, I didn't even know I had that shit. So if you did book it, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I could have sworn that my window was closed. I could have sworn that I closed the calendar. I may have to reschedule. I don't know. We'll see. 2 by my mom's, not sure how many brothers by my dad. Oh, okay. I see. What is this? All right. So anyways, Aquarius, we were talking about, yeah, I'm going to have time to do which of the night's question, and I got to get up out of here. So yeah, 7 of hearts. You know, this to me, this is going all kinds of ways, right? For some reason, the theme of obsession, right? Maybe somebody's obsessed with you, or you may find yourself obsessed with somebody, unhealthily though, okay? To me, this also shows like high emotional highs only to be disappointed. The higher the emotional expectation, the sharper and steeper the fall, if you will. Do you get what I'm saying? So I do see that also happening here. Now, hopefully you can glean some form of emotional intelligence about yourself as you may encourage some of this turbulence or things that may rub you the wrong way, you know, triggers. All right. This also can be deceptions in relationships too. And primarily, get this, Aquarius, okay? Deceiving yourself, seeing what you want to see, as opposed to what's there, what's blatant, what's staring you in your face. In your face, as somebody I know likes to say. But I do see this actually kind of like a little story. So we had the 7, now we're moving to the 8. And to me, this feels like a change of heart. So there may be some turbulence. There may be a little bit of heartbreak. There may be some big disappointments. How you process it, how you use it. Do you resist it? Do you accept it? All that's on you. All right. Do you have, Natalia, do you have any brothers that have been staying or stay in the Bay Area? That's what I'm curious about. All right. So who has to do with what? As far as this Ace of Diamonds, the whole entrepreneurial thing, definitely see a fire. I already told you that. Woman, fire sign. Could be any of the fire signs. All right. As far as this disappointment, maybe possibly obsession, self-delusion, you know, seeing things, you know, sometimes you see a person and you want to believe that they didn't do this or that, or they couldn't do this or that, you know, to your detriment though. Who has to do with that? I can also tell you this, some of this may have, some of you Aquarius got serious daddy issues. And whatever this shit is right here is in some way connected to your daddy issues. All right. But if that is not the case, water signs, all right, it's particularly male water signs, and it could be any of them. All right. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and more than likely they're older than you too. All right. Now, the change of heart, after we go through this turbulence right here, we have some resolution, change of hearts, whatever. And who has to do with that? Woman water signs. Could be any of them, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And more than likely, they're older than you. But this woman here will give you the ear off her head, okay? She is a great listener. All right? So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Moving on. Moving on to the last and but the not least, the Pisces. All right. Yeah, I know some of you Pisces have been waiting for this shit, right? All the fishy Pisces, all right? And yes, of course, as you heard me say time and time again, I am half fish, so I can say these things, all right? All right. So theme for the Pisces, theme for the Pisces, theme for the Pisces. Theme for the Pisces, theme for the Pisces, theme for the Pisces. Theme for the Pisces, theme for the Pisces. One more time, theme for the Pisces. What are the themes for the first 90 days for the Pisces? Pisces, you're going to want to refer back to this shit. So when you're about February, March, you're going to look back on this video and say, you know what? I've done that before, actually, for my own shit. Like, I thought I'm giving a reading just to y'all, but then sometimes a lot of the shit I be saying be sometimes hitting kind of close to home, you know? All right. I bet you want to see this, don't you, Pisces? I bet you do. Oh, I bet you do. I bet you do. Okay, show me who for Pisces. Who for Pisces? Who for Pisces? One more time. Who for Pisces? Who for Pisces? About to get this in. Just a moment. You're going to want to stick around for this one. Come on. Oh. It would be that. You'll know when I say it, you know. Well, my older bro used to live in Montego Bay. Oh, no, that's not the bay I'm talking about. All right. So, first 90 days of 2022, or in other words, if you want to say it a different way, the first quarter of 2022 for you Pisces out there, the last of the Mohicans, all right? What is it for you? So this is what I have for your theme. 10 of Hearts. And to be honest, I don't feel like this is reversed. All right. To me, this also represents, like I said, this is going to another level of, like, for example, if we're speaking about a relationship, this is, you know, the relationship going from one phase, moving into another intensity, another level of it. All right. This can also be internalized with the way that you feel about yourself. Hey, congrats, Michelle Riddell. She's in a new home. Long time Ray fam, Michelle Dell. Congratulations once again. Glad you're starting off 2022 that way. Excellent. All right. So internally, like I said, this is just reaching a new level of, hey, that can be also be emotional stability. Hey, I just feel better about myself more time of the day than I do shitty. You know, the more time than I'm picking myself apart. That's a great formula to have, you know. Six of Clubs, balance. I told you, this is a 6 year. So balance. And especially for you Pisces, balance in communication. Maybe you talk too motherfucking much and you need to listen. Maybe you don't speak up enough, but you listen really great. Well, you're going to have to find that middle road. And as a result, if you don't, I see some tower moments approaching also, because it should be like this. You see the tower moment, but it's reversed. Yeah, you. So that's another thing. Finding that balance in your communication. Finding that balance in your thoughts. All right. Pisces can be very fucking depressing. Depending on what else that person may have in their chart, they may hide it good, but it's still there, you know. Last thing. To me, this is going off. This is two ways. This is kind of like deception or delusion, particularly self-deception, self-delusion. And you know, you can delude yourself that you're not worthy for something. That's a delusion too. You get it? So this card also feels like an ignorance. Do you know what an ignorance is? An ignorance is when you willfully don't want to know or hear the truth. You're kind of like some la 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 la, like just being, stop that shit. Listen. All right. So yeah, I see some of that. All right. Now who got me sounding like a fucking owl over here? Who? So helping out with this emotional rise, if you will. I am seeing some form of an earth sign woman. This one could be older than you. All right. Could be a friend, could be something else, whatever, maybe even family. I feel like this person's kind words, maybe this person gives an ear to you also. Some of you Pisces got to have that fucking ear, you know, even though Pisces can shove their shit down and stuff it down and nobody will know unless they know, you know, type of thing. But I see this is a person who's going to be assisting, helping, I should say. Now, let's talk about this tower moment. Who or what might be affecting or affected by this tower moment that you seem to have heading straight towards you, Pisces? Well, so funny you asked. If you want to get specific, a Sag, a man older than you, but this could be any fire sign older than you. And who's either going to be contributing to this, you know, because Seven of Spades also can mean it's another one of the deception cards. Secrets, hidden. All right. An earth sign. For one of you, it's going to be you have a child earth sign. And boy, that motherfucker's going to be stretching the shit out this card. They're going to be filling this card up. You're going to want to watch them. You're going to be having some issues with them. All right. Whoever they are, male, female, whatever. All right. Whoops. But it can also be an earth sign of somebody older than you. Whether we're talking about Capricorn, whether we're talking about Virgo, or whether we're talking about Taurus, they might be just really immature. Okay. Really, really immature. But they are connected to this theme for you. And you're going to see it unfold. All right. So that is what I have for you. I believe we are all done finally with all this. Now, I'm going to be answering a question. Witch of the Night sent in something. Let me just put these cards away. I'll use one of these decks for your question. And yeah, let's see. Let's see what it is. All right. Okay. Now Count Sacula's barking. I got to get up. I got to stand. I'm fucking 2 hours in this bitch. Just a second. Oops. All right. How y'all holding up here? Thanks for hanging in with me too. I really appreciate that because you didn't have to. All right, so I swear this phone is slow as shit. You ever have one of them throwaways just hanging around? It's not hooked up. They don't got service. It ain't got nothing. It just turns on, you know? Hold on. Did you put the question in here, Witch of the Night? Okay. I tell you what. All right. What I'm going to do, you know the question you asked. I know the question you asked. And really, frankly, that's all that really matters here as far as this reading is concerned. I will say this. I am in no way a medical professional. So I would still highly suggest that you go see one of those, you know, even no matter how this reading comes out. Okay. That's just me to you. All right. So don't be nervous. I'll tell you what. Do you tell me right now, since I just have you here, gold or blue? Which one you want? I'm going to let you choose, and I just feel to do this right now. I often don't do this, but I feel to do this right now. So gold or blue? All right, good. We're about to find out then. Gold or blue, Witch of the Night? Gold or blue? Oh, shit. I have a question here. Another question. Somebody here. Okay. KN, you're next. I have you here. I hope you're here and I hope you see this. KN, I hope you see this. I will get to your. Okay, you didn't. You know what? I'm gonna choose it for you. We're going gold. All right. So, Witch of the Night, approach the Shangorian altar. Would you go ahead? Now, just go ahead and gaze at the cards and project your pure, sincere desire for certainty, for clarity, for the answer to the question that you asked me. And when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in, woo-saw out your motherfucking hoo-ha into the cards. There you go. Excelente. Just a moment, I'm gonna tune in to this situation. All right. Witch of the night. I'm getting a no as far as specifically what you asked about. Folks, it's kind of a highly personal thing, so I'm not going to say the question, but these are your cards, all right? 5 of clubs, 6 of clubs, Jack of spades, King of clubs, 4 of hearts. I honestly feel that it ain't what you asked about, although it could be something else. All right. Possibly having to do with diet. Okay. And the spirit is definitely saying, are you drinking enough water? Are you drinking enough water? Because I have this feeling you are very dehydrated also. And that is not helping things here. But I got to know. I'm just going to be honest. I got to know on that. I feel like it's something else. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Now, moving along, I have Kevin. Whoops. I'm just going to say the first name. Kevin. Kevin, brother, I'm sorry if you didn't want me to say the name, but I have to announce you. Oh, maybe you're somebody. Well, you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So the question though that I'm being asked is, am I making the right moves so I can open my business? So I'd like to invite you, step up to the Shangodiac altar whenever you see this. All right. Let me just you be sure to let me know the synopsis of Witch of the Night. Witch of the Night, are you you're dehydrated, aren't you? I don't feel like you really, I feel like you ain't been drinking, like you need to drink some motherfucking water, number one, okay? I can tell you that now. I just feel that. Okay, so, all right, for Kevin. Is Kevin in alignment and making the right moves so he can open his business? One more time. Is Kevin in alignment and making the right moves so he can open his own business? Yeah, I knew it. That's a huge, yeah. For Kevin, is he in alignment and making the right moves so he can open his business? Only the truth. Please let me be some more. Oh man, Kevin, man. You know what I got? Wow. It's virtually a tie. And so I'm gonna say it. Let me just show you this. This is also like I call the Joker card, but with Oreo cookies on it. Oh, somebody must be fucking hungry, right? And Jack of clubs, black cat, 6 of diamonds, 6 of hearts, and 4 of spades. This is also what is known, it's known to be in the outcome position, okay? So you're doing a lot of things right. You're doing a lot of things right. But I do feel that there are some imbalances, okay? And first of all, sometimes it's what we stop doing that really, like, stop putting the car in reverse or stop putting the parking brake on while you're trying to go. That would help you go faster. It's not just all about pressing the gas pedal. I do also, well, let me just start from the beginning. I feel like there is something that you've done everything almost but this. There's a particular step in your particular whatever business that you're making, or it may require, I don't know if it may require like having to reach out or call or talk to people or whatever, but whatever it is, it's a step that you are avoiding. And Spirit is encouraging you to step in faith. Don't worry, you just got to do one at a time. You can only take one step at a time, right? Now, the imbalances to me I'm seeing are here. I'm just going to say this and also caption it. Yes, you are. I do feel there's just a little bit more internal alignment as you're doing the action steps in your outer world that you need to do within so that everything is working together. All right. So there is a misalignment emotionally about this. And this right here, which is a reversed 6 of diamonds. Like I said, this year's the 6th year. You got 2 6s here that are reversed. There's imbalances here. So yes, you still could start it, but it may be harder than it needs to be. Now, this is the one card, Kevin, that I am most concerned about throughout this whole thing. And to me, this, I feel, is the reason for these imbalances. All right. Now, this is often called, are you ready for this? The self-sabotage card. Cue the audience, laughter or applause. Okay. So basically it's this, Kevin, where there is a part of you, I'm going to just tell it to you like it is. I'm going to be straight up with you. There's a part of you that doesn't want to do this. Maybe you're afraid to fail, or maybe you're actually afraid to fucking succeed. Who would you be if you were successful? Who would you be without this particular story that you've been dragging around for God knows how long? And for some of us, the unfamiliarity of that, the answer of that question, who would I be without this struggle, without this bullshit? If I was finally like this or that, how would I be? And to some, we claim that we want it, but really it scares the shit out of us. And so we might talk about it, we might this or that, but there's something in us that is like pushing that shit away. You have that. Now, it's not that you have this little goblin living inside of you that just loves to create havoc and wants to just sabotage you. No. Oh, we were just at 222 on the time. Well, a little while ago. What it is there's another part of you, the unseen part of you, that's like, as long as I have this drama, or I'm in this certain situation, or I'm on this particular plateau or level, as long as I don't go any higher, I know I'm safe here. Like, there's something that you're getting out of it. Obviously, you're starting a business for a particular reason. That's what you want to move towards, right? But there's something inside of you that I'm feeling does not want that, or is afraid of that. And because it's afraid of that, or thinks that in some way, shape, or form, that if you successfully, manifest this, if you will, it's either going to be detrimental to you, maybe to your relationship, whatever the case is, you got some contradictories going on inside that we need to have some reconciliation. That's what's going to give you the biggest, that's going to seem like you got nitro in your fucking jet tanks. All right. being cohesive. Okay? So that's what I have for you. Woo woo. How you doing, woo woo? I'm about to get up out of here. I got to go. I did not know I had a reading scheduled at 10, but apparently I do. So I'm going to have to get ready for that. But anyways, that has been your 2022, just a little peek for all the signs of the first 90 days of 2022. If you want to know more about you personally, and who don't want to know more about you personally, then get your very own 2022 New Year's forecast reading. It's still we're having a New Year's sale. It's not as good as a Christmas sale, but it's still a fucking steal, all right? You could still be arrested for grand larceny, all right? For theft, felony theft. That's how much it's worth, all right? Rainbow Rabbit. Hey, yeah. Thank you, Felinda I am. Oh, you did? Well, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I really have to go. Plus Count Sacula. Look at the time. I'm already 2.5 hours deep. My nut sack is fucking screaming. I got to get up. Shit. I gotta go. I love you though. Much, much love and respect. If I can get on tomorrow, I'll tell you what, woo woo. I'm going to be doing readings all night. Shoot me your question. I want to gift you that. Okay. I want to gift you that. So it's my good deed, my good whatever, but I want to gift you that. But I do have to go. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. You did not have to be here with Papa Shangito, but you are. And I appreciate it. And I appreciate every single buddy who's watching and participated. And, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I may not see you until, well, I'll see you before 2022, but I don't know. I seriously doubt I'm going to be on here tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. So take care of yourself. You mean them. But I will. Shout out, Deaconess. But yes, we're getting up off here. And I want to say once again, thank you to everybody. Thank you to Deaconess for being here. And everybody else, So we will be seeing, get your reading, get your 2022 reading. All right. Now let me get the hell up out of here.